everyone, welcome back to another edition of Moments with Lulu. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you're subscribed so you're getting notifications whenever I put up a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you all my back to school nursing essential. I decided to do this video because some of my friends told me they liked the other video where I showed you all what I take to clinical. And I hope you all enjoy it and give this video a huge thumbs up. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. The first thing on my back to school is myself. Like honestly, you need to prepare yourself for going back to school. You need to make sure that you're very stable, like your mental health, your physical health, like everything. Like you just need to be refreshed. You also need to make sure that you've reviewed your nursing content and do some basic, like just a little. You don't need to do so much, but just a little review. The second thing on my list is laptop. Like a laptop is very important when you're going to school, especially when you're going to university, and with the whole online transitioning, you definitely need a laptop to support your education. Another thing on my list is my school bag. So this bag is actually really old because this was what my sister used and she gave it to me and I've been using it. So this bag is like, it's been used for so long. So you want to ensure that you're getting a very comfortable bag, like a strong bag as well that will carry you throughout. The thing about the things you get for yourself is that you want to make investments so that you're not going to repurchase and wasting money. My next back to school is my stationery, my writing materials. Like this is what I take everywhere with me. So I also take this to clinical as well. Every writing material, all my pencils, my pen, my corrector, my highlights and everything go into this purse. And I also have my calculator for like my basic pharmacology and any calculation in nursing that needs to be done. So just very basic calculator. You don't need to get a scientific calculator or any of that stuff. No, this is just perfect. And I got this from the dollar store and I've been using it for like over 2 years now. Another back to school is textbook. I have no textbook to show to anyone because I personally don't necessarily purchase hard copies because I just feel like they are too heavy for my back and for my bag, so there's no need to purchase hard copies. So I always go for soft copies. So most of my textbooks, I have them on my laptop. It's easily accessible. If you want a soft copy, go for a soft copy. If you want a hard copy, go for a hard copy. Some people like hard copy because I understand, like I'll prefer hard copy to soft copy because it's more like feasible. You're reading it and it's, I don't know, there's just a whole different vibe with like writing, handwritten stuff, physical material. So it just depends on what works best for you. So the next thing on my list is a planner. Basically for me, the calendar on my phone is what I use to do every kind of planning for the day. So if I have to like edit or I have to study for a particular coursework or I have a deadline, everything is on my calendar on my phone. That way I'm not like having too many physical copies of like calendars all over the place or binders or planners. It all depends on the individual. Some people like that physical feeling of having a planner, which is totally fine and it's totally up to you as an individual. Just do what works best for you. For me, it's my phone because I know it's portable. It's something I always have on me. The next thing on my list are my binders. So my binders are always like a back to school. Like everything I mentioned in this video are all like every semester. I don't purchase new stuff because these are things that I've always used and I'll continue to use. I have binders for like my foundational course, and for my clinical course it's the same binder from my very first clinical experience. There's no need for me to go buy extra binders and like spend more money when I can make do with what I have. So binders too are essential. If you're going into your first year or your second year, you definitely want to buy binders, maybe because you want each binder for each foundational course, depending on what you want to do. But binders are very great resources in terms of organization, and these binders with the 3 hooks are what I highly recommend. So for binders like that, you want to get ruled sheets that look like this and that have the holes. So these 3 holes where you can easily like fix it in your binder when you make any kind of notes or any kind of writing. That way it's easier for you as well, and that's exactly what I do for clinical and for pharmacology when I was taking pharmacology. Another thing on my list is my notebook. I used to use a notebook, but more like for my drug guide, my medication calc, my medication formulas, practicing a lot of medication questions and past questions. So this is something else I recommend. Like you want to get a notebook or a jotter like this So this with different sections, so you can assign different courses or different topics. For example, I can use a whole page to do like cardiovascular content and neurological content, and I can use another page to do everything hepatic and everything renal, just depending on what you want to use your binder for. It's totally up to you. So whatever notebook you get, you just want to make sure it's something that's going to be able to cater to your needs. So the next thing on my list is a stapler. Like, I always have staplers because I usually print my notes. I usually have A4 copies of my notes, and I always want to staple them just in case I'm studying for them and I don't necessarily want to put it in a binder, so I can just staple it all together. So this is very helpful. Also, for people who love flashcards, for sure, go ahead and get it. But for me, I only use flashcards for one course, and that was my pharmacology. And something I recommend is getting flashcards that are different colors. So for example, I have the green and the blue. That way you'll be able to assign specific courses or specific content from a lecture for each flashcard, which, I mean, that really helps me in studying, not just having all my flashcards white or all my flashcards yellow. But it's totally up to you. Whatever works for you is what you want to do at the end of the day. So you can always review on the bus, on the transit, however that's convenient for them. Also, another thing you want to get while going back to school is sticky notes. Like, I always have my sticky notes. Like, I can never imagine running out of sticky notes. Like, I take sticky notes everywhere. I just love taking sticky notes around because I feel like it's an essential for me, just in case I need to quickly note something or like make a list of things I'd love to accomplish by the end of the day. Also, this is a back to school essential for everyone. Like, it's for everyone, whether you're going to school or not. Just make sure that you're carrying your mask. Like, you don't want to go on campus or with the whole situation right now because it's compulsory. So you need to add your face mask to your back to school items, just in case you decide to like go on campus or you decide to use campus space or go to the library or any of those kind of things. Drug guide is something that it depends on the individual. Personally, I've never owned a drug guide. I always go online. I always go through my university's library to research my drugs and whatnot. So I have never owned a drug guide, but it's totally up to you. If you want a drug guide, you can absolutely get it as well. And finally, I know some people are like, oh, do I need to get the NCLEX review book and stuff like that? Maybe you can get it after your third year, when you must have learned a lot from school, so that when you're going through that book, things will make more sense to you. But it's not a necessity. If you want to get it, go ahead and get it. If you don't want to get it, that's totally okay. And also, before you get it, something I recommend is checking with your faculty to know what resources are available for students in terms of the NCLEX exam and whatnot, because you don't want to throw away money when you can actually get free resources from your institution, which some universities do. But just check with your faculty to know what is available. And yeah, so that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to leave me video ideas on what you would like to see next. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye now.